Are you tired of sending texts that get ignored? This video is for men who have made a connection with a girl or a woman. The tips I'm about to share can be used in the mentioned earlier situation or maybe even when she is a complete stranger. However, please take note that if she is a total stranger, this may not be as effective. Alright, so let's jump right in. 3 texting secrets that women cannot resist. Welcome back. My name is Stephanie. This is my YouTube channel. So let's jump right into the video of the day. Yes, 3 texting secrets women cannot resist. Now, before I give my first tip, it's probable that you are one of those guys who sends a girl a message and it gets read or ignored for days. It's very difficult trying to start some kind of meaningful conversation because she just gives you one-word replies, short answers, and replies that do not lead to more talking. If you're that kind of guy who has been getting those cold, unfeeling responses, then this is the right video for you. How do you get a girl or a woman to reply to your messages fast? There are 3 secrets I'm about to tell you. Secret number 1, text her messages that trigger her curiosity. Here's a simple lesson about curiosity and why it's so powerful. When something piques your curiosity, your brain enters into what's called a curiosity state. First, the parts of the brain that are aware of unpleasant conditions activate. This shows that you're slightly uneasy because you understand you're missing some knowledge. Then, the parts of your brain in charge of learning and memory start working very hard so that you can learn and remember new information more efficiently. It is at this point that you are ready to begin your search for answers. And when you actually begin learning new facts in your curiosity state, something even more fascinating than better memory happens. Your reward circuitry activates. That's right, your brain rewards you for being curious and for following that curiosity. Researchers have found that dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, is closely linked to the brain's curiosity state. When you explore and satisfy your curiosity, your brain sends your body with dopamine, which makes you feel happier. Now, curiosity is a common thing that every human being experiences. Being able to create a curious reaction from a woman whose attention you're trying to win over is key. When she's curious, she wants to know more. And remember this, you will have to find smart ways to keep the conversation going right after you have fed her curiosity. Or she's just gonna go back to her cold responses, and then the conversation will end as fast as it started. So, for example, you could say something like, "You'll never believe what you were doing in my dream last night," and just leave that text there. Do you want to bet that she will for sure respond and ask you what the dream was about? Bam, you have her attention. And now that you have her attention, you can take your time a little bit. Don't immediately tell her what the dream was about, but use that chance to get your message across so it can start a conversation long after you've told her about the dream that you had. Now, I'm not telling you to lie, but whether you made up the dream or it was real, make sure that in telling the dream to her, you do not scare her away by some of the things that you talk about. For instance, if she is an apt someone you know, perhaps the last thing she wants to hear is a guy talking about a dream he had getting intimate with her when she does not even see you in such a way, right? So get creative with your dream and use that as a tool to engage her in further conversation. Trust me, women are curious creatures, and if you're able to really light that curiosity through a message that you send her, you will get an instant response, and it works every single time. What do you think of this first secret? Could a curious text work for you? Let me know your views in the comments below, and make sure you watch the video to the end for all the valuable insights. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video if you're finding it helpful. Number 2. Texts that build anticipation. Yes, you need to find the best way to get her to look forward to something that's about to happen. For example, you could say, "I know your birthday is soon, in a month. I have this really big idea that I think you should hear." Or you could simply send a message like, "Hey, I was walking in the mall the other day and something reminded me of you, and so I got it for you. And I was wondering when you'd be free so I could give you my gift." Something as simple as that. The next message that's going to arrive is, "Oh, thank you. You got me a gift? Wow, what is it?" Hook, line, and sinker. Go for it, man. Just go for it. That is the moment where you can engage her in a little more conversation than she normally will give you, because you've managed to create the feeling of anticipation. And depending on how thrilling your message actually was, very few women can resist the urge to not engage you further and try to find out what it is that they're expecting, or what this big idea or big present is, right? So think a little bit and find very creative ways to build anticipation in the text messages that you send. Another example, maybe a final example I'll give, is a message that says something like, "If you agree to come with me on a date this Friday, guess where I'm going to take you? I bet you've never been there." Straight up, you pique her curiosity, you create anticipation for some activity that's coming up, and she will become a little more talkative if it's something that she actually wants to do. So once you're able to write messages that are full of anticipation, you will be very successful when it comes to texting women and getting immediate responses. And finally, number 3, the last texting secret I think you should master when it comes to acquaintances that you maybe just met or have known for a while is to offer genuine compliments. And I'm not talking about compliments only about her physical attributes, as that can be a turnoff for some women depending on who she is. I'm talking about compliments that include all that she is. So for instance, if, say, she's a businesswoman or she's an entrepreneur, depending on what kind of business she does, make and offer compliments that praise her mind, her way of thinking, the way she takes charge. Avoid, for now, compliments that only talk about her body or her looks or anything like that, as those can come across as insulting, once again, depending on the kind of woman that you're dealing with. And really think about it this way. Who doesn't like a nice compliment? And when people compliment you, you feel pushed to respond to them. Now, it may not necessarily create a whole conversation, but it will give you an almost quick response from this woman whose attention before was very difficult to get. Listen, think hard, think fast, be quick on your feet, because there are so many ways to get a woman's attention via text. As I've listed, these are the top 3 in my own opinion. If you have any other ideas you'd like to add to this one, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will get back to you on that as well. Which of these 3 secrets do you think is the most powerful? Share your personal experiences or opinions in the comments. I read them all. If you found this advice useful, please support the channel by subscribing, liking this video, and sharing it with a friend who might need it. I will catch you on the next video. My name is Stephanie. Cheers!